Okay, this is the last example for this. We should be done with 5.3 already. I've given out all the homework assignments, all the problems for this. I just wanted to verify, to show you guys this, because this one is going to come up on a test. And so it's going to look something like this first line right here. It's going to look just like this first line right here. So we need to make sure that we go through and answer everything as we need. So it's secant of 3 pi over 2 minus x. It's supposed to be equal to negative cosecant of x. Now, for this, I know that these are supposed to be of secants, and we know secant is supposed to be reciprocal of what? Say cosine.
Cosine.
Goes with cosine, right? Reciprocal of cosine. So it would be the same thing if I put 1 over cosine of this. So it's basically 1 over cosine of 3 pi over 2 minus x. Now we're just trying to work the denominator. Now, because I have 3 pi over 2 minus x, that minus sign right there means that this is going to be a difference identity. It's going to be difference. So we have cosine, remember it's cosine, 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 and if there's a minus sign, that means the next sign has to be a plus, right? Plus sine, right? Okay, so I'm going to rewrite it. 1 over, so this turns into the cosine of 3 pi over 2. All right, so cosine 3 pi over 2, cosine of x. Now, if it's minus, it becomes a plus sign right here. Sine 3 pi over 2, sine of x. Yeah, same thing that we're doing. It just looks different. And that's the reason why I wanted to go over this last problem here. So, now that we have this right here, so where should I get this information from? Unit circle, right? Got the unit circle. So, cosine at 3 pi over 2. Now, think about it. 3 pi over 2 is way at the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the x value?
It's 2. Wait.
3 pi over 2. It's at the very bottom, right?
Oh yeah, 0.
0. Cosine is 0.
1 over 0.
0 times cosine of x plus. Now, what is sine at 3 pi over 2? What is sine value at 3 pi over 2? Negative 1. So it's going to be negative 1 times sine of x, right? Anything times 0 is 0. So 0 plus my negative sign is just negative sign. So this turns into 1 over negative sine of x. And we just said that sine is a reciprocal identity, right? Sine is a reciprocal identity. So 1 over sine should be cosecant. So this verifies my identity of negative cosecant, CSCX. Because it means the same thing. 1 over sine is the same as saying cosecant of x. Yeah, with that negative right there, right? So the negative. Did I confuse anyone, or is this okay?
No.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Question? So that's. Oh wait, let me go. So bam, bam. So it goes all the way and does the same thing, but they do it the same way, right here, up to this point. Okay? They do it the same way. They get all the same values. They come up with the same thing. Questions? It looks a lot more complicated than what it actually is. Now, again, this is the 3rd week. Progress report comes out this Friday. if you want a grade to be graded, it has to be to me by Wednesday. We just finished 5.3. Okay, we finished 5.3, so you guys can get that to me by Wednesday. So it's going to be 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and the plan for success should be turned in. So you have 4 grades for this progress report here.
Do we have homework day?
Huh?
Do we have homework day?
What's tomorrow?
Wednesday is homework day.
Yes, my dudes. Remember, every Wednesday should be a homework day.
So 5.1 part A and B.
ABC.
Oh.
Okay.
5.2 A.
Like, subscribe.